of the God. You said, Bismillah, Rahman Rahim. Well, no, we want to speak some titles that state from the last week. It's three-way process. The three-way process is one of the part of the sphenoidal bone. You see, it is three-way process. You said in the Arabic, ridge. You know what's the ridge? It is ridge. It is the ridge of Kofash. You understand? It has two plates, medial plate and lateral plate. The fossa between two this plate are named pterygoid fossa. And inferiorly, here is named pterygoid notch. This is medial plate. In the inferior, it has a process. It named homolus. And in the superiorly, when it comes to the body, it is named vaginal process. That medial plate has two processes. One is homolus, second is vaginal process. همون دیسکس دیگه درست گفتم. خیلی لطفی. ممنون. Don't we have any present? Each student follow up his or her name here and here teach. Here we have no 29 students. Only we must have here 29. If we have many here, I delete. You understand? Only your name. Anterior to your name, here you must put a tick. You understand?
Yeah.
It is for you and then give to another student.
You have a...
Please follow your name and tick in anterior your name.
Yes. Can you give me the pen if you don't mind? Thank you very much.
You understand where is homolus and where is vaginal process and where is pterygoid notch and pterygoid fossa. Another in here we have a canal. It is named pterygoid canal. It is named pterygoid canal. Here, past pterygoid nerve, pterygoid canal nerve, and pterygoid canal vessels. This pterygoid canal relates the middle cranial fossa to the pterygopalatine fossa. You understand? How about ارتباط? متى ارتباط؟ middle cranial fossa relate where middle cranial fossa relate to pterygopalatine fossa. Do you understand? Which or what elements passed from this canal? Pterygoid canal nerve and pterygoid canal vessels. I will speak about this vessel and nerve in future. In the exams, maybe we ask you which foramens, which following foramens or canals is not related to pterygopalatine fossa. Oval foramen, rotundum foramen, pterygoid canal, and greater palatine canal, which is not related to pterygopalatine fossa. You can see here another foramen that I speak last week about this. It is rotundum foramen. Thus, rotundum foramen opens to pterygopalatine fossa. Pterygoid canal opens to pterygoid canal fossa. Greater palatine canal opens to pterygopalatine fossa. Only oval foramen is not open to pterygopalatine fossa. Do you understand this question? In the exams, the question are like this. Do you have any question about pterygoid process? You said in Arabic process زائدة الرجل زائدة هذا الرجل زائدة افهم هل افهم؟ نعم هذا نعم. I must tell you هل افهمي؟ Is it that? Can you tell to the daughters هل افهمي؟ No. هل افهمي is one for one. When here we have many. هل افهمتم؟ هل فهمتم؟ هل فهمتم؟ If you have any question, I remember you are studying in practical of skeleton with Mr. Dr. Amin. Yes? Yes, is it right? Very good. Very good. If you have any question about sphenoid, please ask me. If you don't have any question, this means that you know many, or maybe you don't know anything. If you are asked me question, it's very good for you. What? What? Scaphoid fossa. It is very good question. You can see this is medial plate. In the superior we have a small fossa here. It is named scaphoid fossa. Do you know which muscles originate from here? This is tensor, very palatine muscle. What's very palatine in your Arabic language? Palatine, soft palate. shallow الحنك حنك. Soft palate is حنك. What's shallow الحنك? shallow الحنك. Do you have shallow الحنك? Here originate the tensor very palatine. It is named حنكي الداخلي. حنكي muscle, the name of the muscle. Tensor very palatine. الحنكي داخلي. You understand? Do you know what's حنك? Sit. He said حنك. No. In the Persian, our books in the Persian, we said حنكي الداخلي. It is correct, certainly correct. حنكي. Soft palate. Soft palate is حنك. Here is mental, no حنك. حنك. Do you know where is the hard palate? Do you know where is hard palate?
Hard palate, soft palate.
There's what's soft palate in Arabic?
حنك.
He says حنكي. حنك. Don't you know where is حنك? I will show you.
وكان شو مهندسون جسم هاي hard palate, soft palate or
You can see here, it is sagittal section. There is the roof of the nose, and here is floor of the nose, and this is roof of the mouth. This is hard palate. This is soft palate. What's soft palate in Arabic? Yes.
لا soft.
neck.
لا
What's the soft palate in Arabic?
soft
In
الرخو.
the Persian,
soft يعني الرخو. لا مو
yes,
ناعم.
we said kamnar in the Persian. Kam is roof of the mouth. Kam. Here is kam. All of them is kam. Here is hard. Here is soft. Kam in the Latin is palate. Hard palate, soft palate. One of the muscles that we have here originate from scaphoid process.
كم.
It is hard palate, it is soft palate. It is tensor very palatine muscle. This is. And this is levator very palatine muscle. These two muscles originate from the base of the cranium. The tensor very palatine is originate from scaphoid fossa. Do you send me soft palate or palatino mule or very palatine in the Arabic? Hanak, you said good. I know Hanak. In the Persian, we said this levator veli palatine is الداخلي حنكي تنسور veli palatine الخارجي حنكي. Where is the list? Where is the list? Please
لا غطيته.
give to another student. Do you understand what I told you? Thank you for good question. If you have any question, please ask me. If you don't have any question, we go to another bone. We go to temporal bone.
ما حسيت بشيء.
Where is the magic? Magic? There isn't any magic. Can you go for taking magic? The temporal bone is very difficult bone, very important bone in the cranium. The temporal bone has four parts. One is squamous. I can show you in the figure. This is the red is you know, in this figure, this is temporal bone. This red color is temporal. I told you how many parts it has? Four. One is squamous. Thank you very much. Good. Temporal bone has four parts. One is squamous. Second is petromastoid. Third is tympanic. Fourth is styloid process. It has 4 parts. Here is squamous. I told you in the cranium, 3 bone has squamous. One is frontal, second is temporal, third is occipital. These 3 bones have a squamous part. A squamous means a flat part. What's flat in Arabic? مسطح. هو مسطح. Why laugh at me? Smile at me.
No, nothing. No, no. No, you're very good.
I speak Arabic.
No, you speak very good. Nice job.
This is squamous, and here is mastoid, and here is tympanic part, and here is styloid process. Where is petrous? I told you petromastoid, no mastoid, alone. No mastoid alone. I told you petromastoid. Here you can only see mastoid part. Where is petrous? We must say petrous from lateral external view, we cannot see it. It is seen only it is a styloid process. I told you from this view we cannot see petrous. Petrous is seen from 2 views. One is internal view, another is external and inferior view, no lateral view. It is lateral view. You can see another. This is from inferior view and external view. Here is petrous. It is petrous. This is viewed from inferiorly and externally. But another view, I told you, internal view. You can see another shape like this. This is internal view of the base. This is petrous. It's like a pyramid. What's pyramid in Arabic? Haram. Haram. It's the Arabic said a sentence in Arabic. It's like a haram. It's like a haram in the Arabic say. مشابه الحرم. هذا المشابه الحرم. In the petrous we have middle ear and internal ear. It's very important part because in the petrous we have السامع internal داخلية السامع داخلية والسامع median وسطى. Thank you. السامع وسطى صحيح. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Or Alaykum assalam. This is Petras. Do you understand? No, I want to speak about the parts of this bone. Primarily, I speak about squamous. It is squamous in the peripheral margin al-hashia, margin hashia, hashia margin in Arabic, hafe, al-hafe relate to this margin. This is peripheral margin of the squamous. In the anterior, joined to greater lingual sphenoid, and the superior, it is joined to parietal bone. Thus, this means the squamous articulate with two bones. One is sphenoid, is greater lingual sphenoid. Second is parietal. It has two surfaces. One is lateral surface, another is internal surface. In the lateral surface, we have sulcus. This sulcus is for middle temporal artery. Please help me, don't speak with each other. لا گفتگو. لا گفتگو. لا أبا don't speak. It is very bad. We all are Muslims, but speak in English. Very bad. All we must speak Arabic, because the Arabic is language of Islam. The language of Quran is Arabic. Your voice is very good for study. Yes. It's very good for study. Another point is in here is zygomatic process. This is zygomatic process. I want to show you another shape that is better shown all of the parts of this one. We go to another shape. This is temporal bone, and here is another shape. This is from lateral view. It is right temporal bone. It is zygomatic process. It has two roots. This is anterior root. This is posterior root. The zygomatic process. Salam. Alaikum. Here we have two roots for zygomatic process. One root is anterior root, this is. Another is posterior root. Between these two roots, we have a fossa for articulation. This is for articulation, which one? Can you tell me? This is beginning with tense. تقدر تفهم هذا and هذا and هذا منطقة. I told you in the first class, I told you previously, we have only one synovial joint in the cranium. It is named temporomandibular joint. Here is articulation with mandible. And here we will have temporomandibular joint or TM joint. TM joint. When you are mastication, what's mastication? Mağabe, Allah mağabe. Open and close your mandible. We have in this joint motion. When we are speaking, like me, we have motion in this joint. When you are eating, you have motion in this joint, temporomandibular joint. No, this fossa, articular fossa, is a part, another large fossa. This large fossa is named mandibular fossa because mandible is in the anterior. Here we have a sulcus. This is named squamo-tympanic sulcus. This sulcus or fissure divide this fossa in two parts. One is articular part, is anterior. It is for squamous. Another is posterior. This is named non-articular fossa. It is for tympanic part. You understand? Mandibular fossa has two parts. Anterior part is for squamous and articulation. Posterior part is for tympanic and non-articulate. Here is named mandibular fossa. But the anterior part, that is articulation, here is said articular fossa. In the anterior root that you can see here, it is anterior root, it is posterior root. In the anterior root, you have a tubercle. It is named articular tubercle. It is articular tubercle. Another part that we have here is a process in the posterior of this articulation. This is named postglenoid tubercle. Because here is for articulation is named glenoid. This process is in the posterior. This is named postglenoid tubercle. Thus, here we have anterior root, posterior root, articular fossa, postglenoid tubercle, squamo-tympanic fissure or sulcus, articular part, non-articular part. Do you have any question here? Another part in the squamous, we have in the lateral a fossa, a small fossa. It is named suprameatal triangle. Why it is named suprameatal triangle? What's the meaning of meatus? Meatus is canal. Canal. Or majra. In the Arabic you said majra. Canal? No. Canal in Latin is aqueductus. In Arabic you said, if we have qanat in the Persian. Now, it is, why it is suprameatal triangle? Because here is named external acoustic meatus. Here is external acoustic meatus. This fossa is superior to this. This is named suprameatal triangle. it has a processed supramotor spine. Why here is many important in clinic? Why? It's very important in clinic. This supramotor triangle. Do you know why? You know, when we drape here, take up a part of this bone from here, in beneath we have a large air cell. It is named antromastoid. The antromastoid open to the middle ear. When a surgeon want to go to middle ear, perforate here in surgical room and goes to antromastoid, and from antromastoid goes to middle ear for removing of the ossicula of the ear, middle ear. You know, in the middle ear we have 3 ossiculums: esophagus, malleus, and incus. If you cannot understand what I told you, please ask me. You and another person can help to another student by explaining in Arabic in the class. You can learn me a small Arabic. A small Arabic. Learn me, please learn me. I want come to you and take 2 واحد for Arabic. You understand? Supramotor triangle. This supramotor triangle is for squamous. But when direct here or perforate here, it goes to in the mastoid. The mastoid process has many air cells. One of them, this air cell is very large. It is named one of air cell in here is very large. It is named antromastoid. Antrom means in the Arabic kahf. We said in Persian qar or kahf. You understand? It's kahf of mastoid. Do you have any question about supramotor triangle? After the theory class, we will begin the practical class in the department of the anatomy from the maybe 2 weeks in the future. Yes, in this time, but this class is for practical is in the department of the anatomy, no here. Because there we have many bones for practical. I will tell you week sooner than the class. Please ask your question.
Doctor, what's the difference between the articular and non-articular part?
Yes, articular means for articulation.
Yes.
Which is articulation here? Mandible.
Okay.
But here we don't have any bone for articulation.
But we have muscles here.
No. Here only we have capsule of the joint. We don't have any bone come here to articulation. But here we have bones. And here we have capsule of the joint, attached to non-articular part. This is squamous, the lateral surface of squamous. But it has medial surface in squamous. It is medial surface. It is concave and has many eminence and fossa. These are four attaching to brain. Brain is here and impress here is fossa, and here is eminence. Because the lateral surface of brain have eminence and fossa. This eminence and fossa impress here. In this surface we have a sulcus. You have a sulcus. This is arterial sulcus. Which artery is here? The name of the artery. Only temporal or middle temporal or middle meningeal. It's middle meningeal artery. It is a branches of maxillary artery. Which foramen this middle meningeal artery come to the cranium? By passing which foramen? Because the middle meningeal artery is external of the cranium. Want to come internal of the cranium. By passing which foramen? I told you in the last week. Who can see me? Who can say me? We have an artery that is named middle meningeal artery. Do you know what's the meaning of meninge? Meninge is membrane over the brain and spinal cord. It has three layers: dura mater, arachnoid, via mater. These three layers membrane is named meninge. The congestion of the meninge is named meningite. No, the largest artery that come for nutritional of the meninge is named middle temporal artery. It is a branch of maxillary artery. This artery is external to cranium, but must come to the internal of cranium by passing which foramen? I told you in the last week. It is named the spinosum foramen. This foramen is in the spine of the spine. The spine is a part of greater wing. Do you want to see again this foramen? I can show you. You can see here, this is sphenoid. This is from the posterior view. You can see here. This is a spine of a sphenoid. In this, we have a foramen. You can see here, this is a spine. In here, we have a foramen. I will show to another shape. It's here. You can see here is, you can see this is the greater wing of a sphenoid from anterior to posterior. I told you here we have three foramen: foramen rotundum, foramen oval. This is foramen spinosum. This small foramen is named because here is a spine. This is foramen spinosum. Which element passed from here? Middle meningeal artery. Can you tell me which element passed from rotundo? What?
Maxillary nerve.
Thank you for you. Please, for him. And for me. No, by only one hand. Don't have any voice. Which elements pass from oval foramen? Which elements can pass from this oval foramen? What? For me. Mandibular nerve. Mandibular nerve. But from spinal zone which? Middle meningeal artery, all of you. Do you understand here? No. This artery that passed from here divides many branches. Divides many branches. And these branches has impressions over the bones. Which bones has these impressions? One of them that has many sulcus is parietal bone. Second is greater ring of sphenoid. Third is temporal bone. But many sulcuses we have in the parietal. You can see the shapes that I show you. It is parietal bone, this medial surface. You can see here we have many sulcuses. This is for middle meningeal artery. 4 branches of middle meningeal artery. But I told you we have in the greater ring of sphenoid. You can see another shape here. It is from medial, no here. You can see here. This is from medial. And you can see here we have only one sulcus. It is the arterial sulcus. It is for a branch of middle meningeal artery. I told you third is temporal. You can come back to the shape that I show you ago. It is temporal. You know, here we have sulcuses. This is here. It's for middle meningeal artery. Do you understand? No. We go to another part that is petromastoid. Petromastoid is here. It has 2 parts. One is mastoid part. Second is petrous. Do you have any question about the squamous? Don't you have? I want beginning the petrous. He said me petrous is like a heron. Do you know heron? This heron has 3 surfaces. 2 surfaces are internal, like this. One surface is inferior. It is supra-anterior surface. Here is supra-posterior surface. Here inferior surface. Do you understand? This pyramid or heron has apex in the medial. It is apex in the medial. And has a base in the lateral. The base comes to join with squamous. The base. In the internal of this heron or petrous, we have middle and internal ears. Do you understand? What's the name of the surfaces? anterior or supra-anterior, posterior or supra-posterior, and inferior surface. In each surface, you must know 3 points. 3 point here, 3 point here, 3 point here. His plus is 9. You know, in one surface, 3, because we have 3 surfaces, it is 9 points for learning. In the anterior surface, what we must know in the anterior surface? In the anterior surface, you can see I write here and you must read it. Anterior surface of petrous. 3. Geminal fossa. This is for wake up. Said wake up. Who is sleeping? Wake up. Trigeminal fossa. Another is tegment tympani. Another is arcuate eminence. Eminentia. It is anterior surface. Here we have a fossa for trigeminal ganglion. Here is arcuate eminence. You said in Arabic, قوس. Arcuate eminence. What's barjestigi eminence in the Arabic? In Arabic. When here is flat, we'll go up. Sabat? Sabat? No, Sabat is Sabat. It is Sabat. But? Mughal? No. It is Muhattab, it is Mughal. No. Eminence. Eminence, here is flat, here is eminence.
مرتفع
مرتفع ارتفاع. In Persian we said ارتفاع. مرتفع. هذا مرتفع. هذا مرتفع. It's arcuate eminence. You can see another shape. It is better for understanding. I show another shape for better understanding.
Love you too, man.
Some student, external of the class said me, this is very simple. Why you repeat many? Why you repeat? Said me. They said me, please listen. Repeat. We are clever students. We are understanding very soon. Why you are repeating? Said me. Why you are repeating? You can see here, it is petrous, here is fossa, here is fossa. This is for trigeminal ganglion. You know, the 5th cranial nerve is named trigeminal nerve. It has a ganglion in the floor of the cranium. Here is middle cranial fossa. Here we have trigeminal ganglion. When we remove the trigeminal ganglion, here we have a fossa. It is named trigeminal fossa. And in the posterior, it is arcuate eminence. Between two discs, it is tegment tympani. Thus, here we have three. One is trigeminal fossa, tegment tympani, and posteriorly we have arcuate eminence. Why we have arcuate eminence? Because in the middle ear we have three semicircular circles. You know what's the semicircular circle in the ear? Like this. This is semicircular. This is like semicircular. It's semicircular. In the middle we have three semicircular. One of them is superior semicircular canal. Here is this eminence is because in the inferior, if we have removed the bone here, in beneath of this we have a semicircular canal. That is named superior semicircular canal. What's the meaning of semi? Half. Yes. Circular diagram. You understand? Do you have any question about this anterior surface? No. Three. Here is trigeminal fossa, tegment. Tegment tympani is the roof of the middle ear. If you remove this tegment tympani, you can go to middle ear. And this arcuate eminence is for semicircular canal, one of the part of the middle ear. You know, from anterior to posterior and from medial to lateral, here we have middle ear, internal ear, and here we have middle ear. And here we have external ear. The external ear has two parts. One is auricle, another is external acoustic malleus. This is lateral ear or external ear. Do you have any question about anterior surface of petrous? No. But in the posterior surface, I told you we have here three. What's the three? In the posterior surface of petrous. They are subarcuate fossa, sulcus for ductus indo-lymphaticus, and third is internal acoustic meatus. This is three. You know, here is external acoustic meatus, and we have another here. Here is internal acoustic meatus. For better showing these 3 points, I use another shape. You can see here, and here, and here. It is the posterior surface of petrous. I told you in the anterior surface it is arcuate eminence, but in the posterior surface it is subarcuate fossa. It is a small fossa. It is inferior to arcuate. It is named subarcuate fossa. And here is internal acoustic meatus, and here is a sulcus. It is named sulcus for ductus indo-lymphaticus. Indo-lymphatic sac is a part of internal ear. Extend from this notch in the floor of the cranium. Just here we have 3. One is internal acoustic meatus, subarcuate fossa, and sulcus for ductus indo-lymphaticus. Do you have any question here? No, we must speak about inferior surface, that is external. You can see another shape. It is from inferiorly. Here is inferior surface of the petrous. This is from the external of the base of the cranium. Here from anterior to posterior. Here we have three. What's the three? Three points in the posterior surface. Posterior surface of the petrous. No, posterior, I told you, posterior is here. This is inferior. Inferior surface of the petrous. Inferior surface of the petrous. We have a surface for origin of levator veli palatine. This is one of the muscles of the soft palate. I told you minutes ago. I told you here in soft palate we have many muscles. One of the two important muscles are tensor veli palatine and levator veli palatine. These two muscles originate from base of the cranium. Tensor is originate from scaphoid fossa that I show you in the sphenoid bone. She asked me. But second muscle is levator veli palatine, come from here. From here. In the inferior surface. Second, this is one. Second is a canal here. Is beginning from here and open to the cranium. It is named carotid canal. Carotid canal. This is for passing the internal carotid artery. The internal carotid artery is beginning in the neck and come to the cranium by passing from here. Internal, it's carotid canal for passing of internal carotid artery. And third is jugular fossa. It is jugular fossa. Here is. This is for bulb of the jugular. Internal jugular vein, beginning from here. I told you in the last week, in the previous classes, I told you we have 5 jugular. Do you remember? One is jugular process. Second is jugular tubercle. Third is jugular notch. These 3 is for occipital bone. But fourth is jugular fossa. Is for temporal, petrous of temporal. And fifth is jugular foramen. This is between occipital bone and temporal bone. This foramen. Just in the cranium, we have 5 jugular. Jugular tubercle, jugular process, jugular notch. These 3 is for occipital bone. Fourth is jugular fossa, is for temporal, and fifth is jugular foramen. This is between 2 bones, between occipital and temporal. This is jugular fossa. It is for reforming of jugular foramen. It is articulate with jugular notch of occipital. This is named jugular foramen. This is very important foramen. Which elements pass from jugular foramen? I can see the jugular foramen I can show you to another shape. You can see here from the inferior base of the cranium, like here. very much. No, go until finishing the class. What's the time? The time is. No, we don't have any time for resting because I must finish the class at 9:45. Only we have 20 minutes. If you go to rest, then you come back, it is finishing of the class. If you come at 8 o'clock here, today we beginning 8 o'clock and 20 minutes. If you come on time here, we can beginning at 8 o'clock. In the 9 o'clock, I give you rest. From 9 to 9:15, and to the 9:15 come to class to 9:45. Here is 30 minutes after the rest. What? No, not that many because the beginning of class is late. I come here at 8:05 here, and in this faculty I come here at 7:13. But some of the students come in the 18:13 or in the near to 9. It's very bad. No, you can see here, jugular fossa, jugular foramen, I will show you here. And another here is, you can see in this shape, here is jugular foramen. It is jugular foramen. It is jugular foramen. It's very important foramen here. Here we have beginning of internal jugular vein to the neck, and from here
We have
has three. Certainly.
فاكوس نياب، أبسيسيفي نياب، وغلاس وفرنجيا نياب.
Please repeat.
غلاس وفرنجيا نياب.
Please only. Which?
غلاس وفرنجيا نياب.
Do you know what it's called? Angio?
فرنجيا نياب.
Pharyngeal nerve. You must say which number of cranial nerve. You said glossopharyngeal nerve.
غلاس وفرنجيا نياب.
Glossopharyngeal nerve is 9 cranial. It is right. Second,
فاكوس نياب.
Vegas is very good. It is 10th cranial nerve.
عن أبسيسيفي نياب.
Accessory nerve is right, is 11th nerve. 3 pair of the cranial nerve has from this foramen. 9, 10, and 11. For him, only today we have these 4 boys. Where is daughter? That must speak, must say one question. This is Petras. Do you have any question about Petras? I told you 9 points in 3 surfaces. If you have any question, ask me. Do you understand anything about Petras? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, and we go to practical. Before practical classes, you must study the theory. If you don't know any theory, you cannot know what's the practical. Don't افهم in practical. لا أفهم in practical. لا فهم in practical. In عملي. Yes, practical عملي in Arabic. عمل. Do you know what's the استثمار and استحمار? استحمار. What's the meaning of استحمار? Said English is استحمار. 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 It is استحمار. استحمار. Bad. It's bad. The England and America have many استحمار. From the from استعمار and استعمار from many from Arabic countries. Why? They are all of them Muslim, but hadiyah to Trump, our Imam. You understand?
Yes.
Qatar is very bad. Why? The Muslims in Arabic country must go to revolution, must go to inqilab, must istiqamah. Why? No, I want to speak about Maastricht Park. Where is Maastricht Park? I want to show another shape about Maastricht. Who is tired? All of you? No. Who is tired? No, enemy tired. You must remember, enemy is tired, or enemies are tired. Who is enemy? Who are enemy? Our enemy. America and Israel. They are tired. The Arabian student not come to tired. They are very good here. They are very clever. They must. Why you laugh? They must show their cleverness in the exam. Here you can see, this is Maastricht Park. Here is Maastricht Park. This is Maastricht Park. It has two surfaces. It is external surface. In external surface, we have a process. This is touchable in posterior of auricle. It is Maastricht. It's touchable. This is named Maastricht process. If you cut here, we have many L cell here. I told you. One of the largest is named Anton Maastricht. I told you. This is Maastricht process. The external plate of Maastricht is attached to this Maastricht process. Here we have two sulcus or notch. This is one, this is second. It is named Maastricht notch. It is for a touching of the posterior belly of digastric muscle. Here we have a muscle, a small muscle is here. One of the belly attached to mandible, another belly attached to Maastricht. Here is not Maastricht notch. And medial to it, we have a sulcus. This is named sulcus for occipital artery. This is for passing an artery that is named occipital artery. It is one of the branches of external carotid artery. This artery beginning in the neck and can go to posterior of the cranium for blooding of the posterior cranium. The name of this artery is occipital artery that passed from here. It is impression or sulcus for occipital artery. It is named sulcus for occipital artery. Another, maybe we have one or two foramens here. It is Maastrichtus foramen or Maastricht foramen. This is for passing, for passing of emissary vein. What's the meaning of emissary vein? In the Arabic, you said far'i. What is far'i? Emission. Because we have a small veins that they are in the neck and goes to internal of the cranium. This artery, this vein, this venous is named emissary vein. I told you in the parietal we have foramen. They are for emissary vein. And here we have mastoidus foramen. They are for emissary vein. Is it good emissary vein or is it bad? Maybe good, maybe bad. Why it is bad? Because if we have infection in the neck, why this vein go to the cranium? It is bad. But why are they all good? Because when we have many pressure in the cranium, they can exist the blood from the cranium and the blood pressure come to down. Do you understand? No, this is foramen mastoidus. But this mastoid here is articulate with parietal bone, and in the posterior it is articulate with occipital bone. Thus, the mastoid part are articulated with two bones. One is parietal, second is occipital. Here is for parietal articulation, here is for occipital articulation. This is internal surface of mastoid part. Here is this internal surface of mastoid part. Here we have large sulcus. It is for sigmoid sinus. It is for sigmoid sinus. This is the opening of emissary vein that I told you in the internal. This vein come to sigmoid sinus. Thus, in the internal surface of the mastoid part, we have sulcus for sigmoid sinus. You can see in another shape the sigmoid sinus. The sigmoid sinus impresses in three bones. One is parietal, second is temporal, third is occipital. You can see. Here you can see. You can see here. You can see. Here is the sigmoid sinus. Here is. It is sigmoid sinus. It is beginning from parietal. Then here is temporal. Then in the terminal, it is impression over the occipital. That I speak about this in previous, about this sulcus in the occipital bone. But the terminal part is tympanic part. Tympanic part and styloid part is the very small part of the temporal bone. You can see another shape. We can come back to the shape that I showed you ago. Here it is. This is tympanic part. You can see this is tympanic part. It is only we can see this tympanic from external view. We cannot see it from internal view. Here is external acoustic malleus, anterior wall, posterior wall, inferior wall, and has superior wall. From these four walls of the external acoustic malleus, three walls is for tympanic, anterior, posterior, and inferior. Only the superior wall or roof is from squamous in the external acoustic malleus. Here in the deep, we have attachment for tympanic membrane to the tympanic part. Here is. And from inferiorly of the tympanic part, we have a process a process. It is named vaginal process. Vaginal process. That is over the styloid process. The vaginal process is from tympanic part. Another part, this is the terminal part, is styloid process. The styloid process is almost 2.5 centimeters. It is touchable. You can see it is mastoid. It is angle of mandible when we or the nose in this fossa. It is retromandibular fossa between this angle of mandible and mastoid process. Here is. When we pressure here, we can touch a resistance. This resistance is for a styloid process. The styloid process is for attachment 5 elements. 3 muscles and 2 ligaments. What's the name of the muscles? Stylomastoid. This is muscles. I repeat, stylogluteus muscle, stylohyoid muscle, and stylopharyngeus muscle. This is 3. Stylogluteus, stylopharyngeus, stylohyoid. These are 3 muscles. And 2 ligaments. One is stylomandibular ligament, another is stylohyoid ligament. This means stylohyoid, we have stylohyoid muscle, and we have stylohyoid ligament. In stylohyoid, we have muscle and ligament. But another and the terminal is stylomastoid foramen. Where is this foramen? You can see from inferiorly. Here is mastoid from inferior view. Here is a styloid process. Between them, we have a foramen. It is named stylomastoid foramen. Which important elements pass from here? Facial nerve. It is named facial, very important nerve. It is the 7th cranial nerve that by passing from this foramen come to exist of the cranium. Thus, the temporal bone is over, finished, and in the next week, if I have any living from the God, I will come here and speak about maxilla, mandible, and palatine. Maybe in the 1 class or 1.5 another class, we finish the bones and go to muscles. Before going to muscles, we can have 2 classes in the department for osteology, practical of osteology, bones of the cranium. Do you have any question? Good. Until next week.